Good morning, dear friends. Um, I'm I just spent basically about 2 hours putting together what I was advised on the phone yesterday. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the administrative procedure process to work in all of the government entities that I have attempted to work with all these years. Now, this particular set of information is going out. Well, I did correct the errors. You know, please explain what happened and why, blah, blah, blah. That's 3,992 words out of 4,000. And I had an opportunity to, what remedies are you asking for? That was 3,993. Okay. I mean, I wish I could copy and paste this. I supposedly, maybe I can. I'll see if I can before I send it, because I like to have a record of what I wrote. But I'm putting, as you can see, a witness would be Tooele County District Attorney Gary Searle, in the know since 2019. What my complaint is to this Department of Workforce Services out of Utah on both housing and labor issues, discrimination, intentional, really, negligence and incompetence to help me at all. I listed Sean Reyes, the AG, as a witness, and Governor Cox. I spoke to a gentleman on the phone yesterday, and he encouraged me to file this online, which, you know, filed a discrimination complaint. Okay, now I've attempted multiple times to get through to the Department of Workforce Services in Connecticut. They've been involved in this literally since 1996, and their referral to me to the Vet Center in Hartford. And then again in 2011, I went to them repeatedly for help on labor issues. They not only refused to help me, but they criminalized me, arrested me and everything else to try to get the help, and it's crazy. As a disabled veteran or any veteran, you're supposed to have priority with any federal agency or they're federal funded state agencies. Oh, we help veterans. Yeah. Well, they're starting to help me. Okay. Because I'm sure that the director out in Wasatch Front South Service area, whose staff I talked to on the phone yesterday, this is going to be effective in addition to all of my ongoing other work. I work relentlessly to try to resolve, using every known correct method. I'll never forget buying that NOLO Represent Yourself in Court book. $50. I drove from Torrington to Avon to the Borders bookstore, and it was painful to come up with the $50 for that book. And that was in 2009. And that book ended up going with me with a bunch of other stuff to North Carolina for a month at the height of the state of Connecticut versus Mary Bagnashi criminalizing and demonizing me, a domestic terror campaign that they've been on since 2010 through present, using the law enforcement, entire political judicial machinery against me. And even the religious institutions, guys. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints jumped on the Mary Bagnashi hate train, and so did a lot of their members. Private businesses like Del Sinclair. It was bad enough what the DI did, the Tooele DI, in 2021, after I'd gotten a bishop recommend July 4th, 2021, to work at the DI. And a week later, after I sent out a letter July 16th, 2021, or 17th, I forgot, to Governor Utah and, Governor of Utah at the time, and AG Cox. And I'm getting a little mixed up here, but this is how upsetting all of this is to me. But, when you have in 2019, doing absolutely nothing. I was supposed to be triaged and given a VIP as a disabled veteran facing homelessness. Got nothing from them and the VA, and that's long standing. And then this guy in 2022, I'm sorry, yeah, 2022, I went to them, back to them, desperate, crying, please help me, help me. Nobody would help me. I'm on a list, a blackball list. Get in front of any state or government agency, city, state, or federal across the country, and somebody gets hold of my name, and all of a sudden, hey, you're treated like garbage, worse than garbage. And that's out of Connecticut, since '83. Okay, let's be honest. When I got out of the Army in the state of Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs, this story is about to implode on the screen of life in terms of my whistleblower activity and how deeply entrenched this government corruption is. And as it affects me, it affects my entire fellow Americans, veterans and housing authority tenants and employees of HUD, Public Housing Authority, HUD homeowners. Oh boy, there's another, the foreclosure fraud. It's all documented. So I don't really even need to, well, I will try to copy and paste these, but and get them on my Facebook page so you can read all about it. But anyways, my voice is shaky. I need to get the dog out for a walk. Love you all. Take care.